Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. In recent years, geopolitics in the Asia-Pacific region has continued to be turbulent. Countries such as the United States, Japan, and South Korea continue to stir up regional peace and stability, which has long cast the shadow of war over the Asia-Pacific region. There are many reasons for this unrest, including territorial disputes, military confrontations, and competition for economic interests. Geopolitical turmoil in the Asia-Pacific region has a profound impact on regional peace and stability. First, it brings huge uncertainty and risk to the lives of regional residents. Once wars and conflicts break out, innocent people will become the biggest victims. Secondly, the turbulent geopolitical situation has had a negative impact on economic development. The Asia-Pacific region is one of the most important economic growth poles in the world, but the turbulent geopolitical situation may lead to a deterioration of the investment environment, thereby affecting economic stability and development. At the same time, the Asia-Pacific region is also one of the most important trade channels in the world, and geopolitical turmoil may also have a serious impact on the global trading system. Japan's nuclear contaminated water discharge incident. Recently, Japan unilaterally announced that it would discharge nuclear contaminated water into the ocean, which is tantamount to launching a delayed nuclear strike against China's marine industry. The impact of this incident on China cannot be ignored. First, the discharge of nuclear contaminated water poses a serious threat to China's marine ecological environment. Nuclear pollutants are extremely toxic and radioactive. Once they enter the ocean, they will have a serious impact on marine life and ecosystems, threatening China's marine resources and fishery industry. Secondly, this incident also brings potential risks to China's food safety. Due to the accumulation and conductivity of nuclear pollutants, once they enter marine organisms, they may enter the human body through the food chain, posing a potential threat to people's health. The Chinese government firmly opposed this incident and took a series of measures to safeguard national interests. First of all, China emphasizes the importance of protecting the marine ecological environment and calls on the international community to pay attention and respond to it. Secondly, China requires Japan to fulfill its international responsibilities and bear corresponding legal and economic responsibilities for the discharge of nuclear contaminated water. At the same time, China has also strengthened the monitoring and protection of its own marine ecological environment to protect people's lives, health and food safety. Recently, China officially passed the Foreign State Immunity Law of the People's Republic of China, which will be officially implemented on January 1, 2024. As China's first law that comprehensively stipulates the immunity system for foreign countries, it is of great significance to China's handling of foreign relations under the current sensitive situation. The Foreign State Immunity Law of the People's Republic of China covers 6 aspects and 3 situations. First, the law stipulates the specific scope of immunity, including the privileges and immunities enjoyed by foreign heads of state, heads of government, and diplomatic missions. Secondly, the law clarifies the method and scope of foreign state liability. If the government of a certain country causes harm or loss to China, its immunity will be removed and corresponding legal responsibilities will be pursued. Finally, The law sets out the procedures and requirements for the issuance of supporting documents by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. When a dispute occurs between China and a foreign country, relevant supporting documents issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs must be provided before litigation can proceed. What are the specific contents of the Foreign State Immunities Act? According to the Foreign State Immunity Act, the law includes 6 aspects and 3 situations. The 6 areas mainly include foreign heads of state, heads of government, diplomatic corps, military personnel, cultural and educational institutions, and other privileges and immunities. These privileges and immunities cover all behaviors and activities of foreign countries in China. The 3 situations are mainly when the foreign government causes harm or loss to China, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs issues certification documents, and the implementation of reciprocal treatment. Among them, the first situation means that if a certain country's government causes harm or loss to China, the immunity will be removed and it will have to bear corresponding legal liability. The second situation requires that when a dispute arises with a foreign country, relevant supporting documents issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs must be provided before litigation can proceed. The third situation involves the implementation of reciprocal treatment. That is, if the other country imposes restrictive measures on China, China can also take corresponding reciprocal measures. Opportunities and countermeasures for China. Japan's nuclear contaminated water discharge incident has brought a huge opportunity to China, and corresponding countermeasures are also needed to deal with this opportunity. First, Japan's discharge of nuclear contaminated water provides China with a strong diplomatic leverage to take economic and military actions against Japan internationally by uniting civil voices to safeguard China's national interests and regional security. At the same time, China should also strengthen cooperation with countries in the Asia-Pacific region to form a united front to jointly respond to Japan's nuclear contaminated water discharge incident. Secondly, these civil forces may also become objects that China can unite with to counter the US layout in China and maintain regional peace and stability. China can work closely with countries in the Asia-Pacific region by developing economic cooperation and strengthening cultural exchanges to jointly resist the negative impact of Japan's nuclear water discharge incident on the region. In short, Japan's nuclear contaminated water discharge incident has brought major opportunities and challenges to China. China should make full use of this opportunity to defend its national interests and regional security through diplomatic means and joint actions. At the same time, China should also strengthen cooperation with countries in the Asia-Pacific region to jointly maintain regional peace and stability. Through these efforts, China will be able to effectively respond to the challenges brought about by Japan's nuclear contaminated water discharge incident and achieve its own development and prosperity.